Okay, have you ever been so stuck on your homework? I think we all have. Well, look at our friend Maya here. She types her question into this tool on her tablet and boom! In just a few seconds, a perfect answer pops right up. And Maya's thinking just one thing. Wait, how did it know that? That's a really good question, isn't it? So let's find out together.
So seriously, how did it know? Could there be like a tiny little genius living inside her tablet, just waiting to answer all her questions? I don't think so. That's probably not it.
Okay, well, what about magic? Could it be some kind of, digital wizardry? Poof! Nope, it's not magic either. And it's definitely not reading her mind. That would be a little weird, right? The real answer is something called artificial intelligence. It's kind of a big name, so most people just call it AI for short. And you know what? In the next few minutes, we are going to figure out exactly how it works. And I promise we'll keep it super simple, no confusing words. Are you ready? Let's do it.
Okay, so before we dive into how a computer brain works, like the one inside Maya's tablet, let's start with something you know really well. And that's your own amazing brain.
Just think about it for a second. When you were a tiny little baby, you didn't have a clue what a dog was. I mean, if someone said that word, dog, it wouldn't mean anything to you at all. It would just be a sound, right?
But then, one day, maybe you saw a fluffy animal, and a grown-up said, "Look, a dog." Then maybe you saw another little tiny one, and then a big wrinkly one. And little by little, without anyone really giving you a lesson, your brain just kind of figured it out. It started to see a pattern. So you saw lots and lots of examples. Your brain found a pattern, and you remembered it. And guess what? That's learning. Now here's the really cool part. What if we could teach a computer to learn in the exact same way?
Well, guess what? That is exactly what AI is all about. Scientists are actually trying to build a kind of computer brain that can learn from examples, just like your brain does.
Okay, so let's get a really simple definition down. Artificial intelligence is just something built by people that can learn and solve problems. That's it. Pretty simple, right?
Let's break that big name down, because it's actually not that scary. The word artificial just means it's made by people. It's not something that grows in nature, like a tree. And intelligence, well, that's just the ability to learn and figure things out. You put those two words together, and suddenly the name makes perfect sense.
Okay, but wait. This is a super important question. Is an AI brain the same as a human brain?
The answer is absolutely not. Not even close. An AI can't feel happy or sad. It never, ever gets hungry or tired. It has zero feelings, no opinions of its own, and definitely no heart. It's a really helpful tool for sure, but it's not a friend.
And just like any tool, it can get crazy good at certain jobs, the more it practices. So how does an AI practice? Well, it doesn't go to school. It learns from examples, and not just a few. We're talking millions of them. Like, if you want to teach an AI to know what a cat is, you don't describe a cat to it. No, you show it over 1 million photos of cats. It learns the pattern, just like you did with dogs, but it does it way faster.
Okay, let's circle back to Maya's homework helper. The tool she used? It was probably something you've heard of called ChatGPT. But what is it actually doing inside that screen when it answers your questions? It's pretty amazing.
I want you to imagine something. Imagine if you could read every single book in your school library, and then every library in your whole town, and then almost every single website on the entire internet. Whoa, that is billions and billions of words. Well, that's pretty much how ChatGPT learned. It read a huge part of the internet and learned one thing really well: how words fit together to make sense.
So it doesn't really think about your question like you or I do. It's actually a lot like the autocomplete on a phone. You know how when you're texting, it tries to guess the next word you're going to type? Well, ChatGPT does that, but it's like autocomplete on superpowers. It looks at your question and just predicts the best next word, then the next, building its answer one word at a time. It's a super smart word predictor.
Okay, now listen up, because this is really important to remember. AI doesn't always get things right. Sometimes it just makes up facts that sound totally true, but they're actually not. It's not trying to lie, it just gets things mixed up sometimes. That's why you should always double-check any important information with a teacher, a grown-up, a book, or a website you trust.
All right, here's something that might just surprise you. AI isn't some faraway thing from the future. Nope, You've probably already used it a bunch of times, just today, without even realizing it.
You know that music app that somehow always knows the next perfect song you want to hear? Yep, that's AI. Or how about unlocking your phone with just your face? That's AI again. And in video games, those bad guys who seem to know exactly where you're going to go next? You guessed it, AI is controlling them. Even those super silly photo filters that put dog ears on your head, they use AI to find your face. It's hiding everywhere, working quietly behind the scenes.
So yeah, AI is pretty impressive, for sure. But there are some really, really important things that it just can't do, no matter how smart it gets. And these are the things that make us human.
An AI can't feel love or kindness. It doesn't know the difference between what's right and what's wrong unless a person tells it. It can't really create something totally new from scratch. It's just really good at remixing things it's already seen. And maybe most important of all, it can never ever know you. Not your feelings, your memories, your own special story.
I really love this next way of thinking about it because it explains the idea perfectly. Think of AI like a super powerful hammer. A hammer is amazing at hitting nails, right? But the hammer has no idea which nail it should hit, or why it should hit it, or if hitting that nail is even a good idea in the first place. That part needs a person.
So that means you are the real boss. You're the one in charge of the tool. So how should you use it? Just like Maya is figuring out how can you be the boss of AI and use it in a really smart way.
Well, here are 3 simple rules to remember. Number 1, use it to help you understand something, but then do your own thinking about it. Number 2, we said it before, but it's so important, always double check the important facts it gives you. And number 3, use what it gives you as a starting point, not the finishing line. Your brain is the most important part of your homework, so never just copy and paste.
See, the real goal isn't for AI to think for you. The absolute smartest thing AI can do is help your brain work even better. It's a helper, not a replacement.
So, after everything we've talked about, what's that one secret ingredient that AI is missing? What's the one thing this amazing technology will never ever have?
It's you. It will never have your curiosity, your kindness, your amazing creativity, your good judgment. AI was built by people, it works for people, and it has to be guided by people. And that means it's guided by you. You are what matters most.
All right, are you ready for your challenge this week? Here it is. First, I want you to ask an AI a question, and then do a little research to check if the answer it gives you is actually true. Next, see if you can find just one place where AI is secretly working in your day. After that, try to explain what AI is to someone at home, but use your own words, not mine. And finally, think of a problem at your school and brainstorm how AI could maybe help solve it one day. Because the kids who understand AI today are the ones who are going to build a better world with it tomorrow. And you know what? That person is you.